Hi, I'm Joe Pella, and I'm here with
Rich Sands.
and we are pop culture mongering about new movies that are coming out in the fall. We just talked about A Star is Born, which is getting I wouldn't say reviews, but it's getting a lot of views all across social media about Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper.
Buzz is building.
New movie coming out in October is called Operation Finale, and it's about the story of Adolf Eichmann, who was very high up in Adolf Hitler's cabinet. Third Reich, yes. And this guy escaped at the end of World War II, and he escaped presumably to South America, and it's all about getting him to be arrested and having him pay for the sins he did against
stand trial for his crimes.
And this movie looks so good. And I'm a little nervous because I went to see a whole exhibit at the Jewish Museum down in Battery Park City because my good friend Mindy, her brother, is the producer. So we got to go into the museum and we saw this huge exhibit. We went to see this exhibit and it was all about the Mossad and how they went after Eichmann. And the guy who is the technical advisor for the movie was the one that gave us the tour.
Wow.
It was really amazing. So you think about this movie, it's gonna star Oscar Isaacs as the head investigator. Then it's gonna have Ben Kingsley as Adolf Eichmann. Also in the cast is, where's my list? Nick Kroll, who is a comedian in a very serious role. He's one of the main investigative guys. Then this guy, Joel Alwyn, who plays Klaus Eichmann. I think he plays Eichmann's son because of the name. He is currently Taylor Swift's boyfriend. So he's very handsome and a model, and he's getting a lot of attention. But also in the cast is Greta Scacchi and Peter Krause. Do you know who Greta Scacchi is?
An actress?
But you know who she is?
Not offhand.
Okay, Greta Scacchi was Harrison Ford's mistress in this movie called, based on the book Presumed Innocent. Presumed Innocent was a huge blockbuster book in the 90s, and she really hasn't been in that many things, but she's really, really good. And then Peter Strauss is from Richmond. Strauss? Not Krause. That's different. That's the guy from 6 Feet Under. I'm talking about Peter Strauss from Rich Man, Poor Man with Nick Nolte back in the 70s. And little sidebar, my mother read that Nick Nolte gets killed in the TV guide hours before the final scene, and all hell broke loose in my house. Thank you, Mr. TV Guide, for ruining the finale. I guess back in the 70s they didn't do things called spoiler alert. That must be a 2000s thing with the onset of social media. I'm just saying. But anyway, this movie this movie looks really good. And what's really interesting about the preview is Oscar Isaacs. You know I want to call him
Oscar Isaac.
You know I want to call him Oliver.
I want to call him Poe Dameron.
Yeah, well, anyway, he barely speaks in the whole preview because it's all about getting the assignment for this case and what it's going to mean if and when they bring Eichmann to justice. And the makeup on Ben Kingsley is really intense. He looks like a normal person, but he looks like a different person. The sets, the buildings that they're in, the music, it's like there's a ticking in the beginning of the preview. I don't know if you heard that, but the excitement and the suspense is there, and I think Operation Finale is going to be a huge hit with the critics, and we know Holocaust movies always do well.
Holocaust movies always do well, Schindler's List, and then obviously in the documentary categories, they always do well, but I would not be surprised, given the stature of this cast, the subject matter, and it looks like it's really well done.
Yes.
Golden Globes and Oscar voters are going to be drooling all over this one.
And I think Oscar Isaacs is really, he's poised for an Academy Award nomination again because he was in Inside Llewyn Davis. And I didn't love that movie. It was a little slow, but he was really good at it. And it came out right around the holidays, and he kind of snuck in and got the 5th nomination, and it gave him a certain level of stardom, which I think helped him get cast in the Star Wars movies. And he's got a good part in the Star Wars movies. He's not like the biggest star, but he's not, like his part's not too small. I think newer movies could actually blow up his character a little bit more.
Well, Poe Dameron, I definitely stand for Poe Dameron, so we'll see.
Oh, you don't kneel for him? Like, are we going to bring up nothing? I'm thinking stand, kneel.
Not stand, stand.
Huh?
It means you're a super fan.
Oh.
Get with the lingo.
Well, enunciate. So I think what's really cool about these two movies is everyone's talking about A Star Is Born on social media. No one's really heard about Operational Finale yet. And I think we could have potentially the two films that are going to win Best Drama and Best Comedy or Musical with these two movies. And I'm just really excited that we've got some advanced information and our mongers can go out there and see these with a little bit more information.
Sure. Let us know what you think about what you've seen of these movies so far. Check out their trailers. And make sure that you subscribe to our channel and follow us on Facebook, Pop Culture Monger.
Exactly. Thank you so much, and we really enjoy doing these videos, so please let us know if you enjoy them too. Thank you so much.